should have been to prison. No more remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he won't quite make it to the 25. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Now Fields. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half, backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now on 2nd and 13. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on the punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bullet. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make a play? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. Prescott on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, his 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now 14-0. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Well, in the process of that kick return, it appears we had an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
Got an open man, it's Pringle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
On 1st down, Fields.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. To throw on 2nd and 10.
Fields. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears.
Darnell Mooney
from 19 yards away.
And the Bears are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Prescott now. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. After the sack on first down, Prescott got his tight end. That's complete. That's Schultz. So we have come to half.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now 21-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. Back to Montgomery on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
To throw is Fields.
And he will find his man on the outside. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. An update now from Philadelphia. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Eagles have moved out ahead in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 more yards there and another first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott from 17 yards out.
And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Pass incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Throwing on third down, Fields gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Fields. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
From the gun on third down, Fields.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Well, Prescott here to throw. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
And here is extra point up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think that
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up.